This is Nick from Nintendo Dads, and we bring our review of X-Morph Defense. Published and developed by EXOR Studios, we want to give them a big thanks for giving us a code so that we can get our fine listeners a review of this game. If you like tower defense, and you like shooters, this game could be just for you, because it is the perfect mashup of tower defense and shooter action that maybe you have been looking for. But wait, there's more. Are you tired of those Mario stories where you're the good guy and you jump on the Goombas and you kill Bowser and you get to run off in the sunset with Princess Peach? Usually. Well then, if you're tired of that, X-Morph Defense is really for you. Because you are the aliens trying to colonize planet Earth, destroying all of humankind and its human race, and blowing up all of their military machines with joy and delight. If you like all of those things, tower defense, shooter, being the bad guy, well, you just got to go to the eShop and get X-Morph Defense because that's what this game is all about. Alright, before you go wreak havoc on the human race, you get to, on this screen, choose where you add the upgrades. Yes, there's an upgrade system to X-Morph Defense. Before every battle, you can upgrade your ship, you can upgrade your towers, and you can upgrade the core of which your ship and towers are defending. You get more upgrade ability every time you beat a level, and you can use them how you wish. You can also, from one level to another, take away. So if you want to have that flamethrower tower, and all of a sudden you decide you don't, you want something else, you can swap. You're not stuck after an upgrade, so that's nice. There are all kinds of different towers, from flame towers to artillery towers, anti-air towers, regular ground towers, and there's all kinds of different weapons that you can have for your ship, from EMPs to blasters to bombs, all kinds of different stuff. So one of the cool things that I don't think you see a lot of in Switch games, this game, as you'll see here in just a second, has voiceovers on all the acting. Now, granted, the acting is only two different characters. It's the general of the human race, human army, and then the leader of the alien pact, who is your leader because you're obviously the alien trying to destroy all of humankind. But just the fact that they have taken the time to do actual voiceovers on both of those through almost all of the dialogue, and there is quite a bit in each of the levels, I think is really nice, and it adds to the overall feel of the game as you're playing through these different levels.
More resistance than our initial analysis predicted. We must establish a strong presence in this region and stifle any opposition. Additionally, we will connect to the energy infrastructure in the heart of the continent that the humans call Europe. This will increase our power even further.
So you control the ship, as you can see here. When I press the X button, it moves the ship into tower building mode, also resource collecting mode, which I didn't even realize was a thing until I was like three levels in. So here I can place any kind of tower that I want as long as I have the resources for it. You press the A button, that drops a tower somewhere. What I'm doing here is just trying to figure out, okay, what track are the humans taking to get in? You can see the orange tracks. Those are the tracks that their military is going to take to get in place. And so I drop a tower. These are just regular towers. I drop another one. Now, as you're going to see, I'm going to go to the right. That's the fence. It draws a fence, which makes them unable to go that way. As anybody who's played a tower defense game knows, it's better to have only one point of entry to your tower. I'm defending my core by making everybody go into one area, so it'll be easier to defend. One level has anywhere, by the way, from 3 to 7 waves is what I've seen so far. I've played about half of the missions. There's like 14 missions in this game, so it can be pretty long. Those missions can last anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour if you're successful through the whole thing. So now, as you're seeing, I'm just putting them around the areas and kind of extending a lane. Your bottom left is your resources guide. So as you can see here, I am out of resources, so that's about all I can do. You can cash in towers or move them. Cash in doesn't cost you anything, which is a nice feature. I press X again. Now that I realize that I'm out of resources, that will get me out of the tower building mode, and now we are into wrecking some humans, which is always what we need. So once we're in the game where the humans are starting to attack, here's where you can start shooting. You can use your right and left triggers The left trigger shoots your blasters. The right trigger will do a charge up attack, like I'm doing right here. As you can see, you still have the ability to go into tower defense mode. So if you can collect some resources, you can add more towers at any given point in time. This is where the game really becomes a time management game. Where do I spend my shooter's time? I got people coming, enemies coming from 3 different lanes. Who needs the most help? Is it more beneficial for me to be attacking? Is it more beneficial for me to be building towers? More beneficial for me to be collecting resources? So there's a lot of different ways to play this game, and quite frankly, none. There isn't one that's better than the other so far that I've noticed. I actually spend very little time collecting resources and a whole lot more time helping my troops fight off, or helping my towers fight off enemy troops. So guys, while I talk a little bit more about this game, I skipped ahead in the level that you were watching to get to. I think this is the 6th wave, a little bit more difficulty. One of the cool things is, and I'll try to show some of it here, some of the levels will have basically bosses, which is really great. You'll fight gigantic mechs and stuff like that, and have to keep them from the core while you're doing this. You can see the flying element here. There's 4 different difficulties in this game. You're going to play in 14 different levels, which is basically different locations throughout the world. Each world will have a totally different look. Sometimes you'll be playing in farmland. Sometimes you'll be playing in a more modern city. Sometimes you'll be playing kind of in a rural area or something like that. In the mountains, I believe I played once. I am 8 worlds in. This is the normal difficulty. You can scale down, or you can scale 2 steps up from here. So if you find this to be too easy and you want a serious challenge, I didn't want to know what it was like to play on super hard. I didn't do that, but they have put that in here. This is only a single player game, so you can't play against friends in this game or anything like that. There is, if you're tired of the story mode, there is also a survival campaign to just see how long you can make it. That's also an option. So I skipped ahead here real quick. I wanted to show you something. This is one of the final boss on the level we've been watching. See how the mech goes straight through those 2 buildings? This is really cool. These buildings are not just props on this map, guys. They can all be destroyed by anything from a bomber to your own artillery. All these buildings have the ability to be destroyed, so it's not like they're just props there. It really is kind of like a dynamic environment that you get to play through and watch these cities get utterly just wrecked as you're trying to defend the core and kill all these human military vehicles. What are my final thoughts of X-Morph Defense? Well, like I said in the beginning, if you like shooters, if you like tower defense, if you like being the bad guy every once in a while, this game is a ton of fun, and you should pick it up. There's a lot of action to be had here, 14 different levels and the survival mode. The levels last, I've played a level for 15 minutes and beat it. This one took me actually 45 minutes to get all the way through. So, you know, I'd love to say this is a pop in and out game. You can do that, but you never know how long some of these levels will last. They may go for an hour, and that's probably not pop in and out timing. And it is difficult to start a level and then have to put your switch to sleep and then come back and try to remember exactly what kind of chaos was going on so that you can keep up. Actually, that's the only time that I lost a level is when I did that, and I didn't remember entirely where all the humans were trying to kill me from. This game is $20 on the eShop right now. You can go out and purchase it. There are 3 DLC packs available if you so wanted some more human wrecking. And they run $5 a piece. I have not tried any of them, so I can't really vouch one way or another for them. But for what you got in the main game, like I said, you like shooters, you like tower defense, you like being a bad guy every once in a while, have at it. Because this game, I'm having a lot of fun with it. You can really get lost in it. Hey, so this is Nick from Nintendo Dads. Hope this review has helped you make up your mind on X-Morph Defense. See you later. Signing out. Game over.